welcome to this instructional video on how to successfully fill out the Homekey Annual Report form. My name is Holly Kelly, and I am a specialist with the Multifamily Grants Management Homekey team. In this video, I will go over how to complete the fifth and final tab of the report, Progress and Outcomes. This tab must be completed for all projects that are occupied and operational. If your project was not occupied by the end of the reporting period, you do not need to fill out this tab. If you have general questions about the annual report, I encourage you to watch the first video in this series before proceeding. And if at the end of this video you still have questions, please reach out to your assigned grant management representative and they will be happy to assist you. On this tab, you will be reporting on quantitative outcomes for the number and type of households served, and then responding to some narrative prompts about your project's progress and outcomes. In the first section, you will see a table called Tenants Served. Here, you will enter information for current and total tenants served across different categories. Those currently housed in permanent units, those currently housed in interim or transitional units, the total number of those who have been housed by your Homekey project over its lifetime, how many have exited from the Homekey site to other permanent housing, how many have exited to homelessness, and how many have exited to other types of facilities, such as transitional housing, hospital, or rehabilitation center. It is important to note that while the first two columns ask for present-day numbers on how many tenants are currently housed in units, columns E through H ask for the total number of individuals or households served in each category over the project lifetime. This means that from the time when your project first opened to the point at which you are filling out this report, even if those events occurred before and after the calendar year for which you are reporting. So you'll enter these amounts using whole numbers only, broken out by category. First, you'll enter the total number of individuals that fall into, the total number of households that fall into each of these categories. And then in the second row, you'll fill in the total number of individuals that fall into each of these categories. After this, you'll see it broken out by specific target population. So you'll answer for those who are chronically homeless, minor children, ages 17 and under, transition age youth, which are ages 18 to 25, seniors, which is ages 65 or above, and veterans. The second section of the Progress and Outcomes tab is the project narrative questions, which will prompt you for qualitative information about your Homekey project's progress, amenities, and outcomes. Take your time to read each prompt and provide robust answers to the yellow boxes beneath. There are 7 prompts total, or 8 if you count that 5 is split into 2 parts, and they follow the reporting requirements listed in the Homekey NOFAs section 601. The last question, prompt number 7, asks for you to share success stories you've had from your Homekey funded projects. This last prompt is entirely optional. However, we do use these stories in conjunction with the quantitative data to report on what grantees have been able to accomplish through the Homekey program and advocate for the continuation of the program. If you would like, you are also invited to send photos or attachments to our Multifamily Grants Management inbox, multifamilygrants@hcd.ca.gov. Photos and stories might be used for internal and external reporting or other public-facing materials. We ask that you obtain consent from tenants to use their stories and photos before sharing them with us, and avoid sharing any personal identifying information. This concludes this instructional video for filling out the Progress and Outcomes tab, which is the final tab of the report. Again, if you have any questions of your project, your contract, the annual report, the requirements of your standard agreement, or anything related to the Homekey program, please start with your grant management representative and they should be able to help you with your questions. Thank you for all of your efforts to create housing and economic opportunities for fellow Californians and your significant contribution to alleviating homelessness and the affordable housing shortages in our state. And we thank you for your time and your efforts to complete this annual report.